Hi guys, how you going? Yes, it's been quite some time since I have arrived in your inbox and given you a newsletter, and that is because I've been teaching, and that's wonderful. But as I can, I love to reconnect with you guys, and that is what I'm doing today. Now, what I would love to share with you guys today is exactly what it takes to not only create but also maintain health and happiness. I was having a chat with a friend, I guess, this morning at a coffee shop that I attend or go to quite regularly. And we were discussing health and happiness and the fact that they really are the two most valuable assets that we can have as human beings, health and happiness. Without health and happiness, life is difficult. Well, I guess it is. And it can make other things like, spending time with family or enjoying your success and the money that you're earning, can make those things not necessarily possible or, enjoyable or of quality, is where I'm getting at. We want to have a quality of life while we're here. We're here for as long as we are. It may be a short time, it may be a long time. What we want to make sure is while we're living is that we are having a quality experience. Maybe that's not for everyone, but I guess that's sort of the way I like to encourage others or lead by example on. And if it's not for you, that's okay. So what I want to give you today is a bit of a recipe for how to create and maintain health and happiness. And these, I'm going to give you three things. This 3-ingredient recipe is something that after working with people over many, many years, I have seen and experienced and also demonstrated to be effective, and also, of course, in my personal life. So, number one, what is the first thing that we need to create and maintain health and happiness in our own life? The first thing, guys, is responsibility. Responsibility actually means our ability to choose our response. Life isn't always predictable. It doesn't always go according to plan, and it's not even always fair. Sometimes things happen that we don't understand, that are heartbreaking, that are gut-wrenching, that turn us upside down. The only thing we really have control over in those times and at all times is how we choose to respond to different situations and circumstances and people. So with responsibility, guys, we are all busy people. Time is a finite resource. We're under different pressures, different expectations. Life is different to how it used to be. If we want to create and maintain health and happiness, we really have to be incredibly responsible. We have to look at how we're thinking about things, how we're responding to things, and then how that is affecting our ability to be able to put into practice those things that create health and happiness, whether that be an exercise regime, healthy eating structure, a meditation practice, whatever it is that we know is good for us in order to maintain health and happiness. We do have to be responsible to make sure that we either make that happen or we problem solve if it's not happening and find ways to be able to make it happen. It might be getting rid of a few things off our schedule and then bringing in those things that are actually important in that area, and also taking away the things that aren't helping our health and happiness. The second thing that we really need in order to create and maintain health and happiness in our lives, guys, is accountability. This one is really about making health and happiness a priority. If you don't make those things a priority, they aren't just going to happen. It's like anything, if we don't put our house as a priority, and we don't do the maintenance on it, it's just going to break, wear down, and basically turn to, disaster. Where we need to allocate time. Truly, I know that there are other things in life that are important, but without health and happiness, I see it every day. People don't have a great experience in their relationships, with their families, in their career, at work. They're just not functioning at their most optimal. They're not giving their best to life, and consequently they're not getting the best from life. So we need to be accountable, and we need to make it a priority. You know, if our health and happiness isn't happening, the only person we can look to, the only person that we can blame or look for answers from is ourselves. It's us, the person looking in the mirror. They say that when we point a finger, there are three pointing back at us, okay? If we blame, if we try and pass the buck, the only person who suffers is us. We disempower ourselves, and we're not seeing the truth that in fact we're the ones in the driver's seat of our lives, nobody else and nothing else. So make it a priority. If in fact you do see the value of making that a priority, I'm not here to tell you what your highest values or priorities should be in life, not at all. But if you do see the effect that not having optimal health and happiness has on your life, then I urge you to look at where is it on your priority list, and do we need to reshuffle priorities in life just so we can get more out of the other priorities that we have, whether that be family, friends, children, career, and so on, okay? The third thing that we need in order to create and maintain health and happiness, guys, is our very own backing. We need to be our own best cheerleader. If we're not there for ourselves, if we're not encouraging ourselves, if we're not supportive of ourselves, if we're not giving ourselves positive encouragement and talk, then we're not going to get very far. Criticism and putting ourselves down, judging ourselves, and being harsh towards ourselves will only get us so far. It will also, though, predominantly and at the very essence and core of it, create a stressed body. I've never really seen a healthy, happy, stressed body or person. They don't seem to come in the one package, okay? A healthy person, a happy person, is most often quite relaxed. They manage their stress well. They know that stress is definitely not a foundation or environment in which health and happiness occurs or thrives. So you need to really back yourself and realize that by being your own best critic, you're not getting yourself far at all, and in fact you're standing on your own feet and stepping on your own toes. So look at this self-talk. I say it a lot, and I will continue to say it a lot, over and over and over. Please look at your self-talk. Are you being your own best cheerleader, or are you dragging yourself down, and are you putting lead weight on your shoulders when you could in fact be putting some Nike Air pumps on your feet? So you're the only person who really needs to support, love, and care for yourself. Believe it or not, if you're not giving that to yourself from within, it's going to be damn hard to try and find a constant source and supply of it from the outside. So that's what I'll leave you with today. There is your recipe for not only creating but also maintaining health and happiness. So responsibility, guys, accountability, and making it a priority. Looking at you in the mirror. If things aren't going to plan, or they're not going how you want, or your health and happiness aren't where you would like them to be, please stop blaming, stop justifying, stop denying, and go and just take a long, hard look at yourself and know that you've got everything you need to turn that around for yourself. And the third one is please, please, please don't be harsh on yourself. Don't be nasty. Be kind and support yourself and back yourself. Until next time, guys, lots of love, and I'm here if you should need. Bye.